Let me tell you how wild this is. You could be working on a busted ladder that they gave you with no training, no help, and when you get hurt, you can't sue. Why? Because the law was never made to protect you. Let's get into it. Welcome to You Won't Believe This Shit Injured Workers Edition. This is episode 2. Workers' comp pays less than minimum wage. Why you should know this. Most injured workers don't realize that work comp only pays a fraction of your normal income. Just a fraction. It's not your full paycheck, and it's based on your average gross wages, not actually what you take home. Difference, big difference right there. You can go from surviving to struggling overnight, even if your claim is approved. Now that's crazy. I mean, if you don't say broken system after you hear something like that, I don't know what you're gonna say. What could you say? Hey, would you say this is flaky? Ah, ding ding ding. Would you say this is flaky? Okay, let's keep going. Now, how this fucks you over? You're expected to live off 2/3 of your pay, sometimes less. Bills pile up: rent, car note, child support. Everything. Many workers are pressured to go back to work injured just to avoid going broke. I actually went through that. I actually was right there at that point where I was broken. I even sent an email to my VP about how broken I was. And I was at the point where I had I had no option but to go back hurt, and I knew I couldn't do the job. It didn't happen. So, that's another story, but, it can happen. And it's a scary thought, because it's almost like a trap in some cases though. And some people get caught in that trap where you're like, I gotta work, but I'm hurt, but I don't have a choice, because going to find a new job and all that, that's a lot. When you've probably been doing this for years and you're comfortable and you know the system, and starting over is just really not an option, right? So, damn, that really hit. But you got to protect yourself. It causes anxiety, depression, and relationship stress. Yes, it does. You lose your independence while trying to heal. It's a lot changes financially can really play a part in all of it. I mean, you're already hurt. You got all this other stuff going on. Like again, bills are piling up, and you have to keep up and maintain the same life you had before you were hurt. Before you were hurt, you had everything taken care of. Now you're making less money, and that can really do a lot, man. That can really do a lot. And now, would you call this flaky? Ding, ding, ding. Would you call that flaky now? I'm just asking. All right, so how to protect yourself, right? First step to take: ask for your wage calculation breakdown. Make sure they're not lowballing your weekly pay. So ask, verify, make sure that they're not flaking on you. We don't want no flakiness out here. We're already living in a flake-demic. We ain't trying to live getting less money, getting flaked on like that. When we know we are owed. We are owed out here. Let's see. Apply for temporary assistance programs in your state: housing, energy, food aid. If possible, talk to a workers' comp attorney for free. Many offer free consultations and know how to challenge wage miscalculation. So that could be an option for you to talk to some legal representation to make sure you're not getting screwed over. Can't trust these companies out here. You can't trust these companies. All right. Also, create a budget plan immediately so you can stretch those limited check while healing. So that's the strategic play. To just prepare yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just have a plan in place in case you got your plan B. So, a shocking stat to drop for you guys. The average workers' comp benefit in the U.S., $400 a week. I'm going to do that one more time. The average workers' comp benefit in the U.S. is just $400 a week. That's barely enough to survive, and lower than the many state minimum wages. Lower. And this source is from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's crazy. I mean, you look, especially if you got a good job and you're making so many dollars, right? You're making money, right? And like a lot of times, if you're making a lot of money, you probably like living a life. I'm not saying you balling or anything like that, but you're living a life where you can afford to pay your bills, live comfortably. You got your family to take care of, and then boom, $400 a week comes. You probably make that an hour, maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The system is broken. The flake-demic is here to shed some light on all that. That's why we're doing that here. That's what we're doing here. I love this segment. I'm going to have some fun with this. I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully you can take some away from this segment. This is fun. I appreciate it. Hey, don't be flaky. Again, this is episode 2 of You Won't Believe This Shit, Injured Workers Edition. Thanks for being here. Don't be flaky.